Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Mesa Public Schools Virtual College Fair. We have a great lineup of institutions for you to hear from this evening. My name's Courtney and I'm going to be your facilitator for the evening. But before I turn it over to them, I do have a couple of housekeeping items for you all. Number one, this is a webinar, so your camera and your microphones are off. So our panelists cannot see or hear you this evening. However, they do know that you're going to have some questions and they do want to make sure that those questions get addressed. So please use the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen. Type out your question and also type in the college or university that you're directing your question to so that they can answer your question appropriately. This is a really fun way to learn about colleges and universities that maybe you've heard of before, and maybe you're exploring some colleges and universities for the very first time tonight. So this will be recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Greater Arizona. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our first presenter. You're going to have the opportunity first to hear from Scripps College. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Great. Hello, everyone. Good evening for those of you that are in the evening time. My name is Leanne Dominguez. I am the Senior Assistant Director of Admission at Scripps College, also a graduate of Scripps College from the class of 2013. And really quickly, I'm going to give you all information about my alma mater. Some basic facts: Scripps is a pretty small institution. We have a little bit over 1,000 students. We're located in Southern California, 35 miles east of LA. Our top majors range across the entire academic spectrum. The top 6 majors are English, biology, psychology, politics, and media studies. The 3 main things that make Scripps different than other institutions are that we're a women's college, we are a member of a consortium, and our curriculum. Starting backwards with our curriculum, really what defines our curriculum is the core curriculum for interdisciplinary studies. This is a program that all Scripps students take their first 3 semesters, and it's a total of 3 classes. And it really provides them the interdisciplinary foundation to then major in a bunch of different cool things. Over 2/3 of our community doubles or dual majors or majors or minors. So we really love it when students are able to express different interests or overlapping interests in the application process. In terms of support for internships and what students can learn in terms of real world skills, as a women's college, we're definitely shaped by knowing that our students are entering male-dominated fields. So we make it a point to increase and constantly share opportunities for internships, research. So most of our students will complete an internship while they're at Scripps. The alumni network is incredible and really provides a continuation of the mentorship that exists on our campus. And all of our resources are focused on that intention to create skills and create community within our community and within our students, so that they're empowered and ready to navigate what comes after in their lives at wherever they end up going. Finally, the last thing that makes Scripps different than other institutions is our membership in the Claremont Consortium. We're the only consortium on the West Coast, and we call them unofficially the 5 Cs within our communities. The Claremont Consortium provides our students access to a much larger community and also a co-ed environment for our students to put to practice the things that they're learning in this very Scripps women-centered environment. The beauty of it is that we share academics, we share social life, we share 300 clubs across the 5 schools. We share classes across the 5 schools. We share majors. Scripps has over 60 majors that Scripps students can be involved in, and those will all also be offered at the other schools. And if Scripps doesn't offer a major that you are interested in, but you really love Scripps for its community and the rest of its curriculum, you can have both and have the Scripps community and then major off campus. For Scripps students, the average is a quarter of their courses being off campus at one of the other schools. For students majoring off campus, as an example, sociology is only offered at Pitzer. The 3-2 major is only offered at Harvey Mudd and Pomona. So for those students, about 1/3 of their courses are at one of the other schools. But engaging with the consortium is something that's a daily part of life, and that's because of how physically close our schools are to each other. And that's another thing that makes us different from other consortiums in the country. The fact that our students can walk a couple of minutes and be on an entirely different campus. So just kind of to end this this part of Scripps' section, really the benefits of attending Scripps are that we have this interdisciplinary curriculum that supports our students in their love of learning, that is also on this foundation of mentorship and believing each other and supporting each other and challenging each other. It's a community that's incredibly collaborative, and it's an experience that is very much community-based, which is one of the reasons why I have as my virtual background graffiti wall, which is a mural wall designed by each senior class and assigned by every single student that's graduated at Scripps. And I love that the environment is very much community-centered, but also it's a community that knows that the knowledge that we're gaining and that we're learning from each other is meant for real-world change. In terms of admission, final things are that Scripps is permanently test optional, which is pretty exciting. We have a pretty generous financial aid, as do the other Claremont colleges. So if you're interested in this small liberal arts private college, Southern California thing, know that there are 5 options that you can look into. And this is my contact information. Feel free to reach out to me, and obviously our QR codes. The biggest resource I think that is super useful is on our Instagram. We have ambassadors who host office hours every week, every single day of the week. So if you're interested in learning more, find us on Instagram. Thank you all.
Thank you so much to Scripps College. Audience, don't forget, you can put those questions in the Q&A at any point in time. Just make sure to type out your question and also note the college or university that you're directing your question to. Next up, I have the opportunity to introduce you to California State University. Chico, take it away whenever you're ready.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for logging in. My name is Jacob. I'm an admissions counselor for Chico State, and I'm actually a regional counselor, so I'm located in Southern California, but I grew up in the area of Chico, and I know the community well. So if you've never visited Northern California before, Chico State is located in Butte County. You can see a few different landmarks around the state. It's about a 7 or 8 hour drive from Southern California, 3.5 hours to the Bay Area, depending on traffic, of course. The nearest major airport is in Sacramento. So if you're coming from further away and hope to fly, you would fly into Sacramento and then travel about 90 miles directly north to find yourself in Chico. A few things that set us apart in terms of our campus. Number one is that we are one of the oldest CSU campuses, second oldest, in fact, which makes us one of the older colleges in California. We were founded in 1887, and we are a highly residential campus. So we have about 17,000 students. And 90% of those 17,000 students either live on campus in university housing, or they live within 1 to 2 miles of the main campus that you see here. So super residential campus, you're surrounded by college students 24/7. The second part that's a little bit unique is that we're located right in downtown Chico. The city of Chico has about 100,000 residents. Like I said earlier, over 130 years, the university has been sort of the epicenter of the community life in the town. So when you're a student here, you come to Chico State, your whole academic and social life for the most part can exist within just 1 to 2 miles, which is super convenient. And in a lot of ways, it's a true college town, and the businesses, the local community really embraces its college students. Most students that come to Chico do integrate themselves pretty well into the community, and they can take part in things like farmers markets, concerts, volunteer opportunities, anything that they're interested in doing. If you've never been to Northern California before, it's phenomenal for its access to the outdoors. We're right at the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountains. We're also home to the 3rd largest municipal park in the state of California. With our 17,000 students, we offer over 240 different clubs and student organizations. They range from academic clubs like cellular and molecular biology to things that are completely silly like Harry Potter Club or My Little Pony Club, something like that. Sports clubs, outdoor adventure. Our largest club actually traditionally has been one that connects current students with volunteer opportunities in the city of Chico. Several different organizations that focus on diversity and inclusion. We are an HSI, or Hispanic Serving Institution, which simply means we have a certain percentage of folks that identify as such, and certain resources that are dedicated to that population. There's several other clubs and organizations that I can mention around this topic, but here's just a short list. We are also a Division II sports campus. We have 13 different varsity sports. We also do club sports, intramurals, and we also have a world-class fitness facility called the Wildcat Recreation Center, or the REC. Not only do they have state-of-the-art equipment, they also offer a full catalog of courses, so you can continue doing something maybe you're accustomed to doing, or try something new and have expert teaching to go along with that. We offer over 120 majors, minors, and academic programs. Unlike most other CSUs, we only have 2 that are considered impacted. And so when you apply to Chico State as a freshman, regardless of the major you indicate on your application, you'll be admitted or not with the same exact criteria as any other applicant, any other major, including undecided. So very flexible. Once you are admitted, if you've indicated a particular major and you wish to change your major, again, because we are, very, very few programs impacted, it's very easy to change your major. On the left, you'll see a list of our largest majors by population. And on the right, you'll see some that are more distinctive, some that not every college has. To go along with agriculture, we have an 800-acre university farm, which is one of the most biodiverse farms in all of Northern California. We also have a 9,000-acre nature preserve. So environmental sciences, geology, things like that. You'll have lots of opportunity to get out into those actual learning labs. Concrete industry management, again, very unique. Business information systems, computer animation and game development. Again, these are programs that you don't find at every university and that people come from all over the country to be a part of. Every student is supported in lots of different ways from the first moment that they're offered admission. Actually, before that, when you're even filling out your application, you can get support at Chico State. Every student has 2 advisors, both a general academic advisor as well as an advisor that's specific to their major. The Accessibility Resource Center, Student Learning Center, both provide great academic support as well. Our application's open right now. You can see the deadline is December 15th. There's a $70 fee when you apply, but built into the application itself is a fee waiver. So $70 is going to be difficult to come up with. Don't let that stop you. Go ahead and start the application. Chances are you'll qualify for the fee waiver. For fall of 22, we are not requiring an SAT or ACT exam, simply looking at A through G requirements and admitting based on GPA. You can see for out-of-state students, the minimum required GPA is 3.0. For fall of 23 and beyond, even though it says here that we are going to go back to requiring these exams, this is sort of a to be announced. There's an ongoing discussion. So again, don't rush out and take those exams, but check back with us. There should be an announcement coming this fall sometime soon. Transferring to Chico State is also a great way to go. About 30% of our new students every year are transfer students. So you can always, start your college effort somewhere else, whether a community college or elsewhere, and transfer to Chico after that. The financial aid that most students receive is based on the FAFSA, or free application for federal student aid, California Dream Act, or at Chico, we have one application that allows students to be considered for over 700 individual awards. This is called Wildcat Scholarships, and we do the work of actually matching you to those scholarships. We are members of WUI, which saves out-of-state students about $9,000 a year. And if you have more questions, I'll look forward to hearing them at the end. Thanks very much.
Jacob, thanks so much to you and Chico State. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing to you the Arizona College of Allied Health and Nursing. Jan, take it away whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm trying to share my screen. Hold on one second here. How are you guys? I'm the director, as I'm getting this put together, I apologize. I'm the director of agency business development with Arizona College of Allied Health and Nursing. And we are a local school of specifically for certificate and licensed healthcare programs. And then we also have a Bachelor of Nursing, 3 campuses here in Arizona, and then 2 allied health campuses. We have a Mesa campus and a Glendale campus. So our programs are very different than the universities that you're seeing. We are career driven. So that means that you will be done with your program in 10 months or less. And our programs, I don't know why this isn't opening. I apologize. Oh, here's you go. This is nursing. Okay. So our nursing program, this is our Tempe campus. We have a Phoenix. We also have a Tucson, and then we have 12 other campuses across the country. And these are specifically for bachelor degree in science with nursing, and so you get your RN and your bachelor's degree. And then our allied health programs are medical assisting, dental assisting, pharmacy technician, massage therapy, and we also have a healthcare administration program. So our programs generally, the type of student are people that haven't gone to college before. Maybe they're the first in their family to go to college. My job is to help them with financing. So if you guys need grants, I work with all the grants across the state. I work with voc rehab and veteran students. I know you guys are all in high school, so that's probably not going to make much sense to you. But what I generally do is I'm the person that will help you find money to go to school. We have scholarships available that I also help you work with. I travel around to all of our campuses. So my job is to assist you to get into school and also throughout your enrollment. So I'm kind of like your one-stop shopping here. Our programs have probably about 2,500 students in Arizona, and they range from ages right out of high school up to career-changing people that perhaps can't do the job that they used to do. We've been in healthcare, that's all we specialize in, and we've been in Arizona for 30 years. And so we've been here only doing healthcare. We have a lot of students coming to us from the Mesa area that get into our medical assisting with phlebotomy perhaps, or dental assisting. We have our concept with our school is like it takes a village. So we have small, intimate, 25 or less kids per class. We have one-on-one mentoring, we have peer mentoring, we have tutoring, we have lifetime career placement assistance. We have admissions, we have financial aid, and then we have academics. So those three components are the people that help to make you be successful in school. All of our courses have an externship at the end, which means you will go through all of your practicals and your clinicals, and then you'll go work in a healthcare environment in the field that you've chosen. And then hopefully our placement rate usually is about 85%. So students usually get hired on at our externships. For nursing, it's a 3.5-year program straight through, because our programs are all no gen eds. It's only the stuff you need to get the classes done. So you've got gen eds in nursing, but not too many in the allied health programs that we offer. But it's designed to get you in working and licensed as soon as possible. For those of you that are interested in nursing, we have a 99% NCLEX pass rate, which is your final licensing with the state of Arizona or whatever state you're coming or going to become a nurse. And you absolutely get your bachelor's if you graduate correctly and finish your clinicals. But you've got probably 6 months worth of clinicals in a hospital environment. We have labs, we have all these animated they're called sim labs, and they're like animated dummies that you can program in what's wrong, and they'll act like they have the disease, and you're in charge of figuring out what's going on with them. It's very cool. You can tour our campuses anytime. I am the person that will help you to figure out where you need to go. My background is primarily in career development and recruitment for jobs. So that's my focus, and it has been for a very long time. I used to be a recruiter. I've worked with all of the Maricopa County and City Phoenix grant programs here in town. So I know pretty much all of them. So my goal, my passion is for you guys to get in the right career path. Just a little side note, my daughter went to medical school, and when she was in high school, even before high school, I was always telling her what she needs to do. Take assessment tests, see what's going to be good for you. She changed her major about 5 times in college. So you don't really know what you want to do till you get started, but it's a good place for you to start whatever college you choose. Get your foot in the door and figure out what you want to be and what interests you, and that's all you can do. Coming out of, high school, it's scary. But that's what I'm here for, is to help you. My contact information, I will put in the chat line after we get done here. I've been talking and I'm not showing you any slides. This is what our campus in Tempe looks like. It's broken down. We have the whole 4th floor of this giant campus here. These are the sessions that you take during your MSN, your BSN program. Let's see what else we can do here.
Hi, Jan.
Am I done, Courtney?
Yeah,
I can talk forever.
It goes really, really fast.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jan.
All righty.
Next up, I'm happy to introduce to you the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences as a part of the University of Arizona. Take it away whenever you're ready, Ruben.
Wonderful. All right, thank you so much, Courtney, and thank you all for being here. Let me just get my screen up real quick. I'm hoping that you'll be able to see the full slide deck because I'm working out of a hotel room, so we're gonna make it work today. But I'm very excited. All right, thank you. I'm very excited to chat with you because we're your land grant institution. So for all of you tuning in this evening from Mesa, we are your family, so I'm excited to chat with you. I'm locally based in the Phoenix area. My name is Ruben Fierros, and I am one of the recruitment coordinators for the College of Ag and Life Sciences down in Tucson at U of A. So let's get right into it. We have quite a bit of things to offer you, and especially the one thing that I always try to highlight for students from Arizona, as the land grant institution of your state, we try to provide very diverse opportunities for you. And so all of our majors, you're going to learn a little bit more from my friend Carlos in a second about all U of A, but if you're looking specifically at CALS, we have some majors that really make us stand out, especially in the state of Arizona. So things like animal sciences and veterinary sciences, you're going to get them at U of A and CALS, and you're going to get them there alone. And so we have things related to agriculture. We have things in plant sciences, sustainable plant systems. We have a huge nutrition program. And so if you're looking for things like animal healthcare, human healthcare, if you want to go into things like sustainability, and of course we have quite a bit of things related to science and business, we have a lot of different options for you. Certainly in 6 minutes, are we going to cover all of those? No. But if you guys see something that speaks to you, you can always reach out to me and say, hey, I'm interested about this, especially because I'm local and especially because we are your land grant institution. So we're talking a little bit about different opportunities. I've mentioned land grant a lot, and that means that we're here to serve our community of Arizona first and foremost. And we do that in a variety of ways. This is one of our experiment stations. As the land grant institution, we have experiment stations in every single county in the state, not just in Tucson in Southern Arizona. These are some of our students conducting research that are interested in land conservation, and that can be you. That's all over the state as well. We have an experiment station in Maricopa, Arizona, and then of course throughout all of the different counties. These are some of our environmental science students taking water samples from Sabino Canyon, about 45 minutes away from campus, and then bringing it back to campus to test out. So those are just some very applied opportunities, and we're all about applied skills, and we can do that in a variety of ways. The next area we can talk about is internships. Something that also makes us very unique is we have our own farm. It's about 10 minutes away from campus. The photo that you see here is a photo of our Controlled Environment Ag Center, where you're able to get internships. If you're taking classes related to sustainable plant systems or plant sciences or agriculture, some of your classes will be here. So that's something that we really try to celebrate. We try to take those courses that you might see on a piece of paper, make them come to life in a variety of ways, but that hands-on experience is something that we will promise you. If that's what you're looking for, we have that. This is a photo of our equine center, a little further away from campus, but if you're a student in animal sciences, we have an equine focus, but some of your classes will be here. So again, that applied experience with working with our incredible professors, that's Dr. Steckless, and she and her husband are both professors in our college, and they're incredible. This is Julia. She's one of our natural resources students. We have quite a bit of majors related to conservation. Her internship is at the Reed Park Zoo, about 10 minutes away from campus. You can get that internship and get a zoo conservation certificate. So if you are a student that's interested in working in animal healthcare at all, or if you want to go into things like zoology, that is a cool opportunity, and you can have that with us. This is one of my favorite internships of all time in our college. Abroad opportunities definitely exist with us. You would travel around the world with faculty within our college. These are some of our students. We have a Mediterranean diet, and they spend 6 weeks over the summertime in Orvieto, Italy with our faculty. So you will take classes with students who will travel with you, and the people who will help facilitate that experience will be the faculty members that you learn in Tucson with. So that's a pretty cool thing. These are some of our students involved in VITA. It's a nonprofit organization that provides rural healthcare services throughout the world. They go every summer to Costa Rica. They fundraise throughout the school year to get the money in order to get this experience. And if you are a student that wants to go to vet school in the future, talk about that applied experience on your resume. It can be pretty powerful. The last resource that we'll talk about is our Career Center. We have our own. We have 3 full-time staff members that are there to meet with you one-on-one, just like an academic advisor. So if you want resume help, or if you have an upcoming job and you want to rent out a space, you can do that. My favorite event is actually happening this Thursday. It's our etiquette dinner. We rent out a restaurant in the city of Tucson, and you sit at a round table with other students in our college, and then you sit with industry professionals as well, and you learn how to network over a meal. So if you have a fancy interview coming up over lunch and you want to know which spoon should I be using for the soup, we will teach you those soft skills. It's the best. It's happening this week. We're all super stoked that it's coming back in person. The last thing that I'll talk about is scholarships. You're probably going to learn a little bit more from Carlos about scholarships that are merit-based, but I also want to plug that we have our own scholarships for students in our college. So looking at those majors that you saw earlier, if any of those speak to you and you're like, I know I want to do agribusiness, there are scholarships available to you. So once you are an admitted student at the University of Arizona, you'll have access to Scholarship Universe. Awesome resource. Our application opens up January 1st of every year and closes up April 1st of every year. You can apply for them as an admitted student, but also as a current Cal student. We have over $1 million annually that we award, and we only have 3,000 students. So the chances of you are getting other funding are really strong, and we really try to match you with scholarships that speak to who you are. Finally, we have a really cool student experience website. The website's listed on the bottom of this slide. Student videos, more information for transfer students. Maybe you start off at a community college like MCC. We have really specific transfer pathways to get you connected. You can always schedule a one-on-one with me, all in that same website. So thank you all for your time. We hope to see you in Tucson very soon. Thank you so much.
Ruben, thank you so much to you as a part of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences from the University of Arizona. Our final presentation will be from the University of Arizona. So take it away whenever you're ready. And you might be on mute.
Hello, everyone. Again, good evening. Trying to get the slide ready there, but thanks again for joining us tonight. And I'll go ahead and share my screen. Hopefully, you guys can see it, and it's moving along. Hopefully, as well as I transition. So hopefully, you guys can see it. But I'm presenting again on the University of Arizona on a higher level, and of course, I had my colleague Ruben here present on the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, which is a really great academic college, one of our other many academic colleges with the U of A. So as we were talking, we are located in the city of Tucson, of course. This is our main mall on campus. This is where you'll become very familiar with campus. A lot of events take place on this main mall. A lot of our resources are centrally located, but it is 1 square mile in size, our campus, but you can really get from point A to point B, a little 5-7 minutes, depending on how fast you walk. So no worries, we have your classes scheduled on campus, getting from one point to another point. It's going to be pretty simplified, and as I mentioned, there's a lot of resources for our students that is centrally located, like our library services, our tutoring center, our student union, etc. And then just to give you a little bit more of a perspective, where we're located in the United States, or here in the western part of the United States, but specifically Tucson in southern Arizona. So we really are the capital of southern Arizona, if you will, and a lot of action taking place there in Tucson. A little bit about our university, just as far as our academic rankings, our student population, we have about 35,000 undergraduate students. We're a top-ranked university nationally and globally. Our student to faculty ratio is actually pretty small, pretty personalized, given the number of classes that we offer. And we have students representing from every state in the United States, and we have many students that come from abroad that study as international students, and were established way back then in 1885. So a lot of history for us. And as we talked about, we have many academic colleges at our university, from our Eller College of Management to my colleague Ruben that represented on CALS, to social and behavior sciences. So you would pick your primary major as an incoming student, and then later on you can add a minor or concurrent degree, which is we call it a double major, I guess is another word for it. We have many support services, as I mentioned. We have our SOS, we have our think tank. SOS is really neat. This is a resource on campus for all of our students. If you're looking for a specific service, or you just have a question and you don't know where to go, you can connect with our SOS office and they'll get you on the right path. We have many ways to get involved on our campus, from our over 600 student clubs and organizations, student government, our fraternity and sorority life. So many ways for you definitely to make a connection and get a sense of belonging on our university. We have on-campus housing. I would definitely recommend that you fill out early. We have 23 residential halls that you can select from. This specific one is our historical district in the center of campus, so definitely check your options out when you're thinking about on-campus housing. These are our Wildcat tuition awards or scholarship awards based on your merit, based on your high school core GPA. This is a breakdown for right now. It is based on your 6th semester unweighted. So this is automatic review. Once you submit your admissions application to our university, it will be automatically reviewed for this scholarship. It's a scholarship it's per year for up to 4 years. And again, you can kind of estimate on the breakdown there based on your high school core GPA. Once you're fully admitted, we also have Scholarship Universe. This is for students that are looking for additional scholarship opportunities depending on the college of their major, or there's private donors, and you can see it varies. It can be they're looking for students that are first generation. They're looking for students that are former foster care children. So definitely check those specific details when you apply. And again, this is open to our fully admitted students. When you're getting ready to apply, you can head over to our admissions website at arizona.edu/apply. The application takes about 30 minutes to fill out. Once you have a completed application, you'll get your admissions decision in about 2 to 3 weeks. So definitely check out your email and future Wildcat account for any updates. I always would recommend, I think the best way to experience a university is to visit us in person. You can schedule an in-campus tour with a facilitator for a guided tour, that is, and you can sign up in advance. So you can do a weekday session. We do have Saturday sessions as well. And you can also follow us on our Instagram page and our YouTube page. We have many student perspectives for those students that are wondering what is student life like, or maybe I can ask a question from a current student and see what they think. So definitely check that out. Our admissions criteria for first year or transfer students, there are some basics that we look for. If you're a first year student coming from high school, we're going to look at your core classes and also your high school GPA. If you're a transfer student, we're going to look at your college coursework at your community college or your four-year college. So we do have a baseline, but again, we review each student individually. If there's any questions from today, which I'm sure you may think of, you can reach out to us directly by email or by phone. You can also scan this QR code if you have time, but I'll put my contact information in the chat there for you. So thanks again for letting me present, and we'll continue on with the rest of the session today.
Thank you so much to the University of Arizona. I'm now going to invite all of our panelists to turn back on their cameras, and we're going to just quickly share some advice and also a little bit more about your institution. So the first question will be, what's one thing that you would like students to remember about your institution or your specific area within your institution? And we'll start with Scripps College up first and go in the same order that we presented.
Sounds good. the main thing I would want folks to remember is that Scripps provides the best of both worlds, both as a women's college with a co-ed consortium and a small community with a mid-sized university, again, because of the consortium and who can beat Southern California weather.
I'd say for Chico State, it's really ideally suited for people who want to be in an environment that is and has historically been created for the college experience. It's a true college town, a lot of flexibility, a lot of majors on offer. So yeah, that's a good thing to remember.
Jan, I think you're up next.
Okay, I'm ready. I think the one thing I think that it sets us apart from everyone else is that we're not a college university type of a program. We are a private technical school. So ours are short-term, small classroom sizes. It's more family environment for someone that, you know, not everyone is cut out to go to college, or maybe they want to wait and see what they want to do, and you can transfer your credits in. But it's primarily for anything that you need a license for or a certification in healthcare. And again, they're all short term, they're condensed. And so I think that's a good environment for some and they that want to get into healthcare.
I will share that we're close. So please come visit. You all are Mesa kids. Y'all aren't that far away. It's one gas tank. Get over here. I think your college tours will kind of change your decision making. I was very undecided. So we're a close college campus. We offer robust scholarships. Please come visit us. Colleges like us, Cal's, offer one-off sessions in addition to the tours that admissions offers every day of the week except for Sundays.
Yeah, and I'll add on to Ruben since we work with the same university. I think for me, one of the things that I'll share, I think that's unique about the U of A, and I sense this as also a professional staff member, is having a sense of belonging and being very collaborative on our university. So yes, we are a research intensive university, of course, but I think the connections you make and the supportive environment that you find on our campus is really key to all of our students' success. So I really appreciate that from a student perspective, but also as a professional staff member.
So now I'm going to tap into your professional experiences and your expertise as admissions professionals. What is a piece of advice that you would give to students and families as they are applying to college, visiting colleges, making that final college decision? We'll go in the same order that you presented. So Leanne's up first.
Yeah, so my tip comes from a class that I took at Scripps where my professor required us to read our essays out loud to her to grade us. So my suggestion is to read any written thing that you have to submit to a college, read it to somebody that knows you. And then at the end, ask them, does this sound like me? Is there anything that I should be highlighting about myself? Because it's hard to brag, but the people that love you know the best parts and know which parts to share with colleges. That's my advice.
I would say it's really easy, and I see a lot students getting hyper focused on maybe one characteristic that when they're researching colleges. Maybe if you're a student athlete looking at just the quality of that program that you're going to go compete for, or if you have a specific major in mind, just looking at that one major. When you go to college, all the other parts of you that are you now are also coming with you. It's not just about that one thing. And so it's a good mental exercise, I think. Once you've kind of narrowed down some of your choices, take away that one thing that you've been focused on and ask yourself, would I still be happy there? Are there other options for me? Would I still be, getting what I want out of my college experience, even if I take that first focus out of the picture? It really is about kind of finding a good whole package, in my opinion.
Jan, I think you're up next.
I'm so behind. I'm a lot older than you guys, so my technical skills are not as wonderful. My long years of advice working with kids and helping them find jobs is find the place that makes you feel the most comfortable. You need to look at all of your options and you need to visit all of your different options, and you'll know, your heart's going to tell you. You, like right now, I want to go to all your schools because you guys are awesome. But, you know, I can't go to California, and Ruben, my daughter went to U of A, so I'm, you know, a U of A person, but it's not always the best fit. So you need to go and visit and talk to people and see which one makes your heart feel good. Which one do you feel excited about? And you'll know as soon as you get there and start looking at stuff and looking at all your options and figuring out what direction is going to work best for how I learn, what kind of environment I want to be in, and then you'll find it. Easy peasy.
My advice would be to get organized. And so I would recommend you make an Excel and get a tab for every college that you're interested in and put a couple things in there like priority admissions deadline for each institution. When do they want their FAFSA? When is housing due? How much does it cost to apply? What is their enrollment fee? All of those things I think really help with not only you getting organized, but painting a picture financially for you and your family of what this could look like for you, no matter what institution you choose to go to. And so I think if you have, it's important to have a dream, but you better have a plan. So I think that's something to keep in mind.
I think for me, piece of advice is that once you decide on a college, I think it's also okay um, to know that sometimes your goals change and sometimes your passions change, and I think that's okay. Like if you go into college and yes, you have this one plan and you outline your 4 years, that's great. I mean, we love planning, of course, but I think just being okay with sometimes you learn something new about a different field or different career or different opportunity and you want to pursue that. And I think that's what college is about experiencing and trying new things and trying different things. So definitely kind of keep that open mind as well.
Thank you so much, panelists. You guys are truly the experts. Audience, I hope that you paid attention to all the great things that they shared. I would just add, have a little bit of fun too. This is a really exciting time in your life and certainly a transformative experience, and just enjoy the ride. So thanks very much for joining us this evening. As you close out, there'll be a quick 5-question survey. We hope that you'll provide us with some feedback. This was recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Greater Arizona. Best wishes with your college search, everyone. Bye-bye.